Pure Rock 105 XTQFM, a weekend extravaganza. Well, this isn't live right now, but we are kind of pre-recording a few things and getting ready for some stuff. And it's a big day today. And, of course, I'm Porterhouse, the world's most dangerous engineer, Justin, here. And we've also got a new member of the team. He's kind of behind-the-scenes kind of guy. It's Dylan. He's our video guy. And actually, Dylan spent some time, went to school with Hank in high school and things like that. So he's got a little bit of a personal edge on this as well. So, as we roll into today, what we're getting ready to do, for those of you that don't know, tuning in, one of our part-timers, Hank's got a little bit of an issue in his love life, and we're trying to help get it sorted out. We've got a young lady, Miss Lacey J, has decided that she wants to help out and maybe read some tarot cards and give him some direction in his life. So we're headed over here in just a few moments to go to
Athens Uncorked.
Athens Uncorked, that's it. Now, they're closed on Sunday, but they have opened up, or they're going to be opening up specifically for us and for this tarot card reading. And we're going to kind of document the whole thing. And that's why one of the reasons we're bringing Dylan along with us today. He likes to be called Big D, by the way.
Well, after last night, it was D Money.
D Money.
That's what
I
told us.
prefer Big D over D Money, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
I mean,
I told him, I said, either way, I said that nickname should attract a chick, man.
absolutely. I like Big D more.
I like Big D more too.
Don't take that the wrong way.
I had definitely not going to in this studio. It's not a real big studio. I can't keep you back for it.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, so we're getting ready to head to Athens right now, and you kind of know a little background on Hank. Tell us, what do you think this day is going to go like today? You think Hank's going to find love?
It's hard to say. I'm rooting for Hank. I want Hank to find some love. I want this to work out for him. But I gotta say, for me, it's just crazy to see how this is blown up, because I didn't know about this till the other day.
Well, we've really made more of a big. We've turned it into a bigger deal than what it should be.
But we want to help. We want to help guide Hank along his journey in love, man. Right. I mean, he's like, well, what do I do? He works all the time. I mean, even though he's part-time, he's working here, he's working there. He's one of those kind of guys. So he doesn't have time to really find love himself. So we're hoping that maybe Lacey J can help guide him, I think.
Yeah, and I think she's going to give us the answers on that. And it's just an exciting day for me. I was at a Christmas party right before this, and people were like, oh, you got to leave and go to work. I'm like, no, I want to leave. I want to go to work today.
Well, I tell you what, Justin, any parting words before we hit the road and head that way to Athens Uncorked?
I'm just really excited to actually see this, come about here. And I don't know how it's going to go today, but I think, man, I'm at a loss for words. But I really feel, this is the season of giving, and I just want someone to give their heart to Hank this season. So,
hey, if not now, maybe we can get it going by Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah. We'll keep this thing going as long as we can.
This is kind of his roadmap to love, and maybe by Valentine's Day we can make this all work.
Right, and what we really haven't come up with a name for this yet. I'm thinking like Hank of Love.
I'm thinking more like Hank's Big Day Out.
I like that.
So we'll work on that, but I kind of like Hank's Big Day Out as well. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead. Let's go get Hank, and let's get on the road, and let's head to Athens Uncorked, and let's see what this day brings. Because I know one thing: no matter what happens, I think it's going to be interesting.
I would definitely say so.
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, look who's here already.
Hank is in the building, outside
the building. Well, glad you're here, man. So are you ready?
Well, I'm ready to find love.
Well, can't promise we're going to find love. What we're going to do is we're going to get you on the road to finding love, because Lacey J, she's not necessarily a matchmaker, but we're going to put you on the road to find
Well,
love.
surely she'll do me better wonders than Tinder has.
All right, let's get out of here. No,
I don't know.
Hank. All right, Hank. tell us the story. Tell us this whole story. So,
Well, for those who haven't heard, because we talked about it a little bit on the radio, but for those of you who have not heard, if you've been living under a rock, what happened was I went out and I was just shooting me some pool or whatever, met this beautiful, beautiful red-haired lady, and man, I thought I found love. I thought the day had come and that love was coming my way. Turns out I was wrong, and I couldn't be more wrong. This girl, okay, I asked her for a date. That simple as that. Hey, you want to go on a date? And she's like, actually, yeah, I do want to go on a date. However, I will only go on the date if my husband, my ex-husband, comes with me. And my first thought is, ex-husband? First off, what kind of stuff are you into, lady? Secondly, as I said on the air, as a great philosopher once said, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. And I had to get to running while the running is good.
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude. You weren't ready to run. When I came back to the studio.
You don't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I came back to the studio. Justin had called me. He was in a bit of a panic.
This was a dream.
No. He said, man, he says, I'm worried about Hank. He said, I might have overstepped about. I might have said some stuff that I shouldn't have said. He says, but I'm kind of worried. He said, I walk in the middle of the story that he's telling these two other part-timers, and he says, I'm being punked, aren't I? And they're like, no, you're not being punked. And anyway, the story was basically what you said there. But you were, and even when I got there, you were still thinking about it.
Yeah, there's a difference between doing and thinking.
True. I almost called you back and said, do it, man, because, I mean, you only live once, you know what I mean? You're young. Well, you're what, 21 years old?
Yeah, what's going to happen, though? I'm going to go in there, and then her ex-husband's going to be in there with one of Dylan's video cameras over here.
Dude, you could be famous, man. I mean,
I would rather be famous on the radio, not on browsers.
That'd probably be more like Do My Wife or something. But anyway.
Oh, I'm sure there's a million websites. You know, if you look up something, anything, there's a website for it. And I'm sure there's a hook up with my hot wife that you met at the bar.com.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a .gov and a .org.
But, so let me ask you, have you entertained the idea since you said, nah, I'm running? Have you thought, well, maybe?
Maybe going back, maybe not.
Tell me the truth, dude. I mean, isn't it just a little bit intriguing? I mean, you're young. I mean, you only live once. This
Right.
might be the only opportunity you have to do something this off the wall. I mean,
So, no. The answer is simply no. I'm just like, do I really want to put up with this? Do I really want to tolerate this in my life? Do I really want to have this? What if he doesn't know? You know what I mean? I get that she wants him to be there, but like, you know, I mean, this may be a setup for him too. He comes in like, who's this fool? And yeah, do we really want that?
I mean, so you don't even know if he knew that you were going to be going out?
I don't know. I doubt it. I mean, she just seems to be into that stuff. I don't know if he is, but maybe not. I don't know.
All right, boys. I'm getting nervous for you.
I'm not nervous. I'm actually excited.
Well, maybe that's it.
This is my chance for romance. You know that?
chance for romance.
You know, I have went a long, long time without love.
Alright.
We've made it. For real this time.
Yep, we made it this time. I typed it in. I didn't hillbilly it. Try to describe where I wanted to go.
Turns out Google Maps doesn't understand Appalachian. But no, we have made it.
The HR chick, she's on here with us.
She's made it.
Oh, she's got a Happy Meal. You knew starving, didn't you?
Well, we brought the grandson.
Oh, okay.
How are you? It's nice to see you joining us.
And we got the world's most dangerous engineer.
I'm Diane. I'm Tanya. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. We have Roy and Declan joining us too. We're all really excited.
So where we are now, we're at Athens Uncorked, which is on Depot Street?
Just off Depot Street here,
What's the name of it?
Uncorked.
Athens Uncorked.
This is a bar and grill, I believe, restaurant. And in here,
Well,
I
here,
hear the food's pretty good.
Let's just do this. There's a little button on this thing that says about Athens. Well, 14 Station Street.
This is
Now
where
they're
we
closed
are.
on Sundays generally, but just for this special occasion, Lacey J has got them to invite us in, and we're going to get some direction here in his life, or excuse me, in Hank's life. Beep that part out of it.
How dare you use my name?
Hey, Hank, zip your pants up. You're not going to catch any good vibes with your pants down, bud.
This is edited out. Try this again. So this is Athens Encore.
Did you get that on video?
Don't keep that on
Did you
the-
get his fly unzipped on video?
Don't put that on the freaking video.
That would be great.
No, I will get so pissed.
He removed his pants when he got in my...
So it is about the Rudy.
Yeah.
Where's JJ when you need him?
I know.
Hi,
We do need
Lindsay.
him.
Nice to officially meet you.
You as well, I hug. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. I'm a hugger too.
This is so exciting.
And
Here
here we
we
are, Athens Encore.
All right. You want to head on in, head on in, head on, come on in, come on in. That's the lady diet. She's really real.
The voices and faces together. So, okay, so if it's okay.
So glad you're here.
We're doing this for Hank, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
You're Hank? What? See, isn't it so funny? Like the voice sensations, it's like, I thought you were older, much older. Deep, manly voice, you know? So if it's okay, we have our own little area for you and I right here. Is that okay?
Okay, so you're the one.
I'm the one. I am
Okay.
Lacey, yes.
We got the tarot cards right here. We got the camera rolling on this. A little dark in here. We got the tarot
Yeah,
cards
we wanted
rolling.
to, kind of set the mood. I will say this is certainly my first time doing a reading like this,
On
where there's
camera.
where there's people involved and everything. So normally it's more private and personal. So as long as you're open to it and having people listen to your reading.
Well, no big deal. I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't have agreed to it if
I know. But have you ever had a tarot reading before?
No, truth be told, I don't even know a lot about it. I'm just kind of here for.
Yeah, well, we'll give you a couple seconds to kind of get comfortable if you want to, and kind of, check the place out or whatever. If everyone wants to find their own seat, they can.
All right, well, it's finally over, and we're about to kind of get the reveal. We sat down and we're kind of chit-chatting, so we figured that we'd get to know a little bit more about what the reading came out with. This was kind of like a little bit of fun, but at the same time, this is a pretty serious matter, and I think what it sounds like we dug into something pretty deep. And Lacey, I tell you, it sounds like something's happened since the reading, actually, right?
Yeah.
Something had come out, and I'll let her explain it because she's the expert here. I'll let her explain it a little better than I could. So
Now, were you in here when this happened?
Yeah,
I was in here when
you
that
all
way.
were actually basically just something minor, but not minor because it's significant. But I set the cards down and then I decided to flip over the top cards just for some aesthetic. And instantly, intuitively, I'm picking up that this was a message for him, that there is something good coming. There is some sort of good news or opportunity, or maybe even travel, because the Eight of Wands can be tricky. Tarot is tricky, but basically that there's a turning point coming in for you. This is like a where you've kind of dealt with misfortunes or setbacks or a lack of movement forward. That's about to change. Like there's a turning point or a lucky break coming in for you that's going to make a change for you. So it's going to bring you some sort of good news or opportunity. So whether that's love or not, I'm not sure, but intuitively I was picking up that was a message for you that you needed to hear. So possibly something you've been hesitating on. So
And overall, I'll tell you guys this. I'm glad y'all set this up with her, and it's been an interesting and enlightening, I guess is the word you use, experience. And as I was telling her during the reading, kind of come out with maybe a different point of view before. Like, not going with girls who have ex-husbands that might want to go on dates.
Yeah.
That's probably a good starting point.
It's okay to have girls that have ex-husbands.
Yeah,
Just
that's
but not the
be
ones
a
that want to
whole
bring them
company.
along.
Right, yeah, no, that's what I'm
know.
getting at here with this
Yeah.
too. And like the cards, from what I remember, from the reading, one of the biggest things was impulse. Talking about me with impulsive decisions, which these guys over here, they know me, especially these two. I mean, I know Tanya well too, but these
Rash
two
decision
especially,
making.
they spend more time around. They know that I definitely do act impulsively on many of occasions.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah. So you are you happy with the reading and everything?
I would say I am, yeah. Like I said, as I told her at one point, it was scary accurate at times too.
Yeah.
Just sitting
Yeah.
here,
Which is
you're
like a
getting the
big
reading,
thing I always hear.
and it's just like, and I'm sitting here, and of course I'm thinking to myself, with some of these cards you get drawn, she's explaining what the cards mean, the definition. I'm like, holy crap, there is a lot of accuracy in what she's saying and the meanings of the cards, and to me it was shocking in some ways because I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know whether or not I would actually get anything out of this. But no, actually, a lot came out of it, and a lot more than I ever could have imagined.
Yeah, good.
That makes me
That's
happy.
awesome.
That makes me happy.
So, I mean, are you allowed to share like an overall of what?
I give her permission.
Okay.
Since it's going to be showed anyway.
Might as
I
well.
guess you're
You
right.
know,
Good point.
We only had a camera crew in here.
So what I did was I decided to channel past, present, and future love for Hank so that we can kind of get an understanding of basically where he's been in his love life. And love is, you know, very broad because it's not just romantically. It's our family, our friends, the things like experiences and relationships we've been through. So what I did was I tapped in to kind of see where he'd been and then focusing on current, which we've seen a lot of, I don't want to say run, but more like, hey, it's kind of necessary to kind of end things because it's more beneficial to do that. There's toxicity, which is probably the ex-husband situation because it was like the devil card came out, which just means there's toxicity and there's a need to break free or break through from that. So that's what I was picking up with that, with the present energy. And then future energy was just showing that there's just lessons that need to be learned, that he needs to kind of go back and you know, collectively make decisions differently than what he had before that didn't serve him in his past. And just manifesting new beginnings because I do see that there is potential new love. There's a new connection. There's positive outcomes for him. He just has to, you know, do some more evaluating and more logical thinking when it comes to his communication and kind of bursting out of a shell a little bit, but more self-love, focusing on self-love. That's always for everybody. Our number one thing is to focus on loving ourselves fully, and that's when we find somebody who's going to do that for us as well once we finally get that to that point in life. So that's
great.
But yeah, it was all good.
That's
It was
great.
definitely good outcomes, and I'm excited for him. So I think that there's something to look forward to.
Well, hopefully so, because if that's the thing saying I have a bright future ahead, essentially, at least it feels that way. And
Yeah, of
I'm going to
course.
go by that assumption.
There you go.
And, well, basically, sky's the limit.
That's right. That's right.
One thing's for sure, we're going to talk about the self-love thing. Make sure we got on the right track about that on the way home. All right.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, we're going to go out into the desert.
No, he's not allowed to take you to the desert.
Well, you're not going to be able to find any desert around here anyway.
We'll be, hey, thanks again.
Yeah.
We're at the
Athens on Court.
Athens on Court.
I love the vibe
Hey,
this place
This
has.
place is awesome.
The
It is
best.
great.
Ellie
The
has
best.
been such a great host. We
Yes.
hope to do some more time with her with Pure Walk 105. She's
And
great.
we're going to take
Yes.
a tour of this place too, so
Oh,
you'll
yes.
have, it'll probably be a different video, but
Yeah,
check
you don't
back
wanna
with
A lot
miss
us.
of
out.
things we're checking out here, and if you get the time of the day to come check out Athens on Court, I mean, of course, we're not here while it's open, but I can just
Yeah,
tell
right
by
now
being
we're
in here the
closed.
vibe, the feeling that I'm getting just by being in
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I
It's
love to have a
definitely
glass of
something.
wine,
And
too.
if
Oh,
you're
it's so nice.
and if you're a wine connoisseur, just by looking at the selection over there, this place will be heaven to you.
Even if you're
We're just
not-
off Station Street in Athens, so if you're near Athens or if you're willing to make the commute, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
maybe when the time comes, this could be the location of your first date.
Oh, speed dating
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
with
Ellie!
Susie Wad.
With tarot.
With Sarah.
You just before you even walk out the
See,
door
we're
with that
all
person,
coming
you
up with
say, hey,
ideas
let's
of-
go ahead and confirm.
See, this is how things come to be in the radio business.
That's
We just sit
right.
down like, what is the craziest thing we can possibly fathom?
well,
This is
It's
what
right
you-
now, speed dating
Fun.
at Athens on Court.
Yeah.
here's what I
Yes,
say,
yes.
stay tuned, more to come.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
God bless you and all your vital organs, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.